Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures. Today I have a new release from Legends of Signum. This is Kumiko, the Millennium Sorceress, who happens to be a Kitsune. And this is the first Kitsune that they have gotten around to putting together. And hopefully it won't be the last. There was mention made on their website that hopefully this is going to be the start of a more Asian, Eastern-themed faction for their Legends of Signum game. So, let's take a look inside. So, first off, 50mm base. Whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing for you, I don't know. For me, it's a good thing. I like big models, bigger models, non-human big models. We've got the game card here. I kind of sort of remember how to play, but not exactly. And one of these days we'll get around to actually trying the game. So there is that. You have inherent gameplay capabilities built into the model itself. The models, as always, from Legends of Signum so far, are resin. They do offer metals of some of their metals. Let's take a look at what we got. Quite big components, which could be either a plus or minus for you. How many parts? We got about 6 parts here. 1, 2, 3. I can't count today. 4, 7 parts. Okay. We have the tails, which are nicely and conveniently all attached in one big clump. If you've ever seen my Legendarian Kitsune video where I had to actually glue each tail in separately, that was a fun hassle. Oh, I take that back. There's 2 clumps, but if you notice, there is a section for them to attach somehow. We'll figure that out. I'm sure it's not that complicated. Oh, there! There's 2 connection ports. There we go. Okay. That makes sense. We have the main body itself, and just like most of the other figures from the line, quite detailed. Lots of little doodads and bling to deck the model out. Hopefully that's going to be a big enough port for all of those tails to fit. I'm going to probably cut those off. I know a couple of people like to use these as pins to, drill a hole in the base. Not me. We have her cloak right here. Very elaborately designed. Looks like flowers growing on a vine. I thought it was like some kind of kanji at first. Nope. She's got a fan that doesn't want to get in focus. So that's better. I don't know if there's any discernible pattern there. It just looks like a little filigree all over it. We have her head. And I'm only assuming it's a her because with the kohl at the end of her name typically denotes a female model. Got her earring pierced there. Nice looking sculpt on the head. I know I tend to complain about furries and all that, but I do like non-human models like this. And again, we got that cool little vine-like flower growing all over her robe there, and a very intricate looking sword. I like the little rings on the scabbard there. So, nice looking model. Let's see if I have any human models handy. I've got a why he's here, I don't know, but just to give you, these are big enforcers too. Let's see, do I have any humans? There's my witch hunter friend. There you are. So, she's pretty tall. I don't think she's going to end up as tall as some of like the Wrath of King's Wolfen. They are Wolfen. They have their own Wolfen, but they're spelled differently. I know that because they corrected me. So, I'm going to grab some models to show off and get a good size comparison, and we'll get her all put together as well. So, sit tight. So check it out, we got Kumiko here all finished up, well, almost finished up. I didn't actually attach the tail, and there really isn't a need to at this point, but she does sit quite smoothly with it on her base. Mostly I wanted to keep it off for the time being just to get at everything underneath, and it's going to be kind of hard to get to her feet and the little ties all over them if that tail is in the way. So really, really easy build here. Things went together quite smooth. I mean, yeah, you can see there's a little teeny tiny gap if you want to fill that in. But, from the right angle, it's really hard to see it. Everything just really slid together, actually to the point where I had the entire model built without any glue. I was quite impressed. You don't see that happen a lot with these resin models especially. But everything just really fit together well. Great engineering on Legends of Signum's part there. And kudos to the sculptor because they really did a bang-up job here. So I went and dug through my collection. The only other Legends of Signum figure I have handy is my little Bugman here, Feyen Karn. And to get a better idea, we'll put our Witch Hunter friend here. So she's a big model. She's obviously on a 50mm base, a lot bigger than this dude, definitely bigger than this guy. So I thought, you know what, maybe we should grab some more appropriate size models. The only other Kitsune model that I actually have is this one from Legendarian. And sadly, they don't seem to be very active these days. And I actually got this, I think, through Legends of Signum when they had their old Cadwallon site. And you can see we got a couple other friends hanging out here. I grabbed a couple of other Wolfen models because I think they're the most contemporary model in terms of size. This one being a Wrath of Kings model. I don't think I have any of my old Rackham ones anymore. I think I traded them or sold them all off. But throwing the GW Ogre in there for good measure. You can see he is a bit smaller. Getting a basic regular Scorza Skirmisher, I believe that's what they were called for the Goritsi. So they're like right in line with each other. Obviously he's on a smaller base, but that's the way the Skirmishers were supposed to be. Grabbing some of the bigger dudes. Now, she doesn't match up to our Gotha Lord, but that's okay. He's in a class of his own. Grabbing one of the hero models there, you can see definitely a good size. And then I figured, what the hey, since I have one handy, I'll grab one of my Zealot Minotaurs. Minotaurs, not miniatures. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. But really, quite cool looking model. And it really makes me kind of sad that Legendarian seems to have disappeared from the scene with the other Kitsune models that they made. It's just, it's something that we don't see a lot of in this size or scale. They tend to be little dainty figures. I know whenever Reaper makes any. I wonder if I have any of those laying around. I'm not sure. I'll have to go look. But I gotta say, this is probably one of my favorite Legends of Signum models that I've had the pleasure of building at this point. Just the crispness of the detail, the just overall flow of the model, and how smooth and easily the thing went together. And the size is a big plus too. And you guys know I do dig wolf people and lizards and things like that. Or if they've got that Eastern Asian samurai vibe going on. So this model definitely hits a lot of the like buttons for High Lord Tamburlaine, and I must say, I hope this is the beginning of something new and exciting from Legends of Signum. I'll put a link down below to their store if you're interested, and hopefully there will be something that catches your fancy, because if you're into any of those models that have a bit of that old Rackham confrontation aesthetic, you'll definitely find it there. Not as much so with this model, I guess, maybe with the old goblins of, oh, I forget what the goblins are called. Those old confrontation ninja goblins, but there was a bit of that going on with confrontation too. So anyway, very cool model, hopefully the first of many more, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what else Legends of Signum has in store for us this year in 2020. With that said, this is High Lord Tamburlaine with Obscurities and Miniatures. Say thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.